Hey guys, this is pretty annoying. I just finished recording a 15-minute video, and then when I played it back, I realized my microphone was like far away, so the audio was terrible. So I'm going to record it again. Pretty annoying. Um, yeah, so this video, I'm basically going to be talking about my upcoming tournament, my upcoming over-the-board tournament. So if that's not interesting to you, yeah, you might not want to watch the rest of this video. It would help me also if you gave feedback on if you enjoy these types of series where I document my over the board tournament progress, because it might not be for everyone. So any feedback is appreciated. It helps me fine tune my YouTube channel. Closing in on 500 subscribers after like 3 years or so of YouTubing, so that's kind of nice. I haven't been streaming hardly at all because my throat has been bothersome. I've also been very busy with work lately, so I have not been putting as much time into chess as I used to or would prefer. However, I'm still playing and studying a little bit every day, so I'm still putting in the time, just not as much time as I would like to. Yeah, my throat, as I say, has been bothering me, so I might have to drink throughout the video. When you're the only one talking, it dries it out. Okay, so as a recap, in the tournament I played last month, and I just realized it's not showing here, so let me try to get that up on the screen. There we go. Right? Yeah. So in the previous tournament from last month, I scored 1.5 out of 4 games. I drew a 17-11, and then and I beat a 1500, and then I lost to an unrated player, and the loss to the unrated player dropped my rating a lot. And then I lost to a 1584 player who placed 7th in the tournament and gained 200 points. He had a performance of 2000. So it's, I often get these terrible pairings, but that's how that tournament went. So there's a bunch of upcoming tournaments. The next one, and the one that I registered to, runs from January 14th to the 16th. There's also one a month after that, the BC Open, which is a 6-round event. And then in April, the best event of the year is a 6-round event, 4 days during Easter. That's my favorite tournament. It's very, very nice. And then a month after that, another pretty big tournament in May. So around here, that's kind of the prime time for over-the-board tournament chess. Is we get a lot of them clustered together in kind of late. Well, not even late, just winter and spring. Then it slows down a lot in the summer. Okay. So this tournament, that is next month, just under a month from now. I'm not 100% sure it's actually going to go through, because yesterday our province kind of announced a bit of a lockdown again with the new COVID variant, Omicron, I think it's called. And the new lockdown is supposed to run until the end of January. But it's not 100% clear if the tournament will be affected or not. So I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to hear from the organizer on that. But basically, I won't be surprised if it does get canceled. Oh, my throat's already going. So this tournament has kind of 2 parts to it. Alongside the main tournament is a BC versus Washington match, where there's a team from BC and a team from Washington that play against each other, of various ratings, and but they're equally, the average rating is about equal. And there's a bunch of titled players, like FMs. I think BC also has one IM, kind of lower rated IM. And so alongside that is the open tournament, And surprisingly, 180 players have registered, and they actually cut off the registration yesterday. If they didn't cut it off, yeah, I don't know how many might end up might have ended up going. Maybe, well, probably over 200, I would guess, probably like 220. But yeah, they did cut it off yesterday. And considering where I live, like Canada is not super populous, like 180 players for this, and this isn't even one of the bigger tournaments of the year. That's pretty impressive that we got 180 players. Whoops, I just noticed that it's cut off. Give me a second. Let's see. How can I make that? Yeah, just notice that's cut off. Okay, well let me move it. Unless, oh wait, let me do it this way. Wait, is that the one I'm doing? Hang on. I just want it because it's some of the screen is cut off. There we go. Okay, hopefully the other screens weren't cut off. Yeah, so 180 players here. Now, I was very torn about if I should register to this tournament. I ended up actually registering to it once I hit a new personal best online. When I hit 2205 about a week ago on Leicester Rapid. Before that, yeah, I was very on the fence because there's a lot of underrated players here. This player here, he's not exactly low rated at 2100, but just a month prior, he drew Grandmaster Joel Benjamin in a over-the-board classical game. So it gives you a bit of an inkling about how underrated some of these players are. This is, yeah, as I mentioned, I played this player in the previous tournament. He gained 200 points in the previous tournament. So I lost to him when he was 1500. Already he's 1740, and he might be, he might gain more rating higher than that even. Some of these players, like this Aiden, he also gained 200 points in the previous tournament. He was 1400, and he placed fourth in the open section. So, I mean, yeah, very crazy. And I think there is his brother, or he's strong too, but I think his brother is in here. I'm not sure where he is. I thought he was in here. I thought there was a Peter. Hang on. Oh, that's him right here. Yeah. He's done very well in the online tournaments. He's beaten and drew National Masters. So I don't know. He's probably closer to 1900, at least 1800, I would guess. So yeah, a lot of underrated players, and so I won't be surprised if I drop below 1500 in this tournament. If it happens, well, maybe I can play in lower sections down the road. But yeah, I think this is going to be one of the hardest tournaments I've entered in terms of underrated players. Yeah, so the open section has, or the premier section, I should say, has there's 50 players registered with 4 unrateds. Now, the organizers will only let unrateds play in the premier section if they have a good reason. So they probably have pretty high online ratings for the organizer to let them play. So these are kind of question marks on their strengths, but they're probably fairly good. The under 1500 section has 73 players in the one section, which is crazy. There's about 20 of them or 20 of them are unrated, which is again pretty insane. And then the under 1000 section has 57 players and about 30? Yeah, about 30, 35. Yeah, maybe 35 of them are unrated. So like 2/3 of the under 1,000 section haven't played the tournament before. It is really crazy to me. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the player field. I forget. See, I forget if I talked about this other thing, if I did the previous video or not. But yeah, I'll skip it. So, anyways, this is in a different location. The previous tournament that I played in last month was on the same island. This is the island I live on, and it was it was down island, about about an hour 45-minute drive or so, hour 40. And this one is on the mainland, so I'm going to be carpooling with somebody from my city here. I've carpooled with him several times before. And it's a 2-hour ferry trip to this is actually the water border of Canada and the US. So just between the border. But yeah, it's a 2-hour ferry ride to the mainland. And then, I don't know, half an hour drive or so, maybe longer, to the tournament location, which is just south of Vancouver in BC. And if we zoom in, a lot of the about maybe 50 or 60% of the tournaments that are held near me are held in this one building, this one hotel, which is the Vancouver Airport. Or is it Marriott? That can't be right. No, it's not. Yeah, sorry. It's the Executive Hotel at Vancouver Airport. That's right. In past tournaments, I've tried an Airbnb, and I had a really poor experience with that. There was actually another chess player from France who stayed there, and he also had issues with it. So after that experience, I just went back to hotels. I forget if I did it once or twice. I think just once. I think the last time I played in this tournament, I went across the street to this 2-star hotel, which was totally fine. But I was thinking about doing it again for this tournament. But in order to get a fridge, like a mini fridge, I would have to upgrade the room essentially. It's not a huge price increase, but I would have to upgrade to like a king size bed. Otherwise, there's no fridge, and I really want a fridge because sometimes you don't have time to get food between rounds, and if there's no restaurants open, there's no food close by, that can be troublesome. Now here, there's actually lots of restaurants close by, but I like to have a fridge. It's just very helpful when at a tournament. The other thing was with this hotel, in order to be able to cancel the room, I would have to pay a little bit extra. So I decided to just stay at the actual hotel where the tournament is being held, because I've never done that before. It's not my favorite hotel. It's kind of dated and dingy. So I've never stayed there before, but yeah, I'll try it out for this tournament. Let me just do Google Street View here for you. So yeah, this is the tournament here. You turn left, and it's kind of back in those rooms behind there. So yeah, so I'll be staying in this hotel this time. Now, the nice thing about the city is there's actually a lot of really good restaurants, and if I do well, if I have some good games, I might treat myself to some of them. I might treat myself to some of them anyways, but especially if I have a good win, for dinner, I might go. There's a Korean like barbecue place, which looks pretty good and pretty authentic. And there's also like a couple really good Chinese hot pot restaurants, and even an like Afghanistan restaurant. So I might try some of those out. I might also meet up with a friend if I have time. Probably won't have time though, to be honest. You usually don't have much time at a chess tournament to do anything other than play and sleep and eat. Not even much time to eat. In the past, what I used to do was, because this is a tournament here, between rounds, I would very quickly walk to this hotel, the Richmond Center, and they have a really big, nice food court, and I would eat there. But I don't know if I really want to do that during the pandemic. There's again, there's a lot of, this is a pretty big city for Canada, and there's a lot of people here, and I don't know if I want to be eating in a food court with a lot of people around. So I'm not sure if I would do that. I guess I could do takeout, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can do takeout for that. Yeah, so that's what's planned if it doesn't get canceled. So January 14th to 16th. Again, let me know if you like these videos. And in the previous tournament last month, I also had extra videos of like, footage going to and from the tournament, and of course the analysis of the games. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, because it just helps me to curate the channel based on what people are interested in. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.